Hi, students. Today, let's learn the classification and characteristics of nitrogen fertilizer. Different types of nitrogen fertilizers have common features and different ways of transforming and using their properties in the soil to achieve rational fertilization. In production, we must first understand the characteristics of nitrogen fertilizers. So what are the types of nitrogen fertilizer? What are the characteristics of commonly used nitrogen fertilizers? Let's enter today's learning content. At present, there are many nitrogen fertilizers applied in China, which can be divided into three categories according to the forms of nitrogen compounds in nitrogen fertilizers, namely ammonium nitrogen fertilizer, nitrate nitrogen fertilizer, and amide nitrogen fertilizer. Among them, the nitrogen in ammonium nitrogen fertilizer exists in ammonium ion or ammonium form. The nitrogen in nitrate nitrogen fertilizer exists as nitrate. Nitrogen in amide nitrogen fertilizer exists in amide form. First of all, let's talk about the main varieties and characteristics of ammonium nitrogen fertilizer. The main ammonium nitrogen fertilizer varieties are ammonium bicarbonate, ammonium sulfate, ammonium chloride, and ammonia water. Ammonium nitrogen fertilizer has the following characteristics. 1. Soluble in water and quick in fertilizer effect. 2. Easily absorbed by soil colloid. 3. It can be converted into nitrate nitrogen by nitrification. 4. In case of alkaline substances, it will decompose and release ammonia. Next, let's take a look at the main varieties and characteristics of nitrate nitrogen fertilizer. Nitrate nitrogen fertilizer mainly includes calcium nitrate, sodium nitrate, etc. Nitrate nitrogen fertilizer has the following characteristics. 1. Soluble in water, quick fertilizer effect. 2. It is not easily absorbed by soil colloid and easily lost with water. 3. Strong hygroscopicity and easy to agglomerate. 4. Denitrification is easy to occur in poor ventilation. The main variety of amide nitrogen fertilizer is urea. Amide nitrogen fertilizer is a chemically synthesized, organic amide nitrogen fertilizer which is soluble in water and quick-acting fertilizer. Knowing the three types of nitrogen fertilizers and their characteristics. Next, let's get familiar with the common nitrogen fertilizers in production. What are their characteristics? 1. Urea. Urea with nitrogen content of 45% to 46% is a kind of elemental nitrogen with the highest nitrogen content among solid nitrogen fertilizers at present. Urea soluble in water is chemically neutral, and there is a small amount of biuret in the product. After being applied to the soil, it is decomposed into ammonium carbonate or ammonium bicarbonate under the action of urease, which can be absorbed and utilized by crops more quickly. It can be used as base fertilizer, top dressing fertilizer, and seed fertilizer, but it can't contact with seeds. It is suitable for various crops and soil, especially for top dressing outside roots. 2. Ammonia bicarbonate contains 17% to 17.5% nitrogen. White crystals are soluble in water, unstable in nature, and have strong ammonia odor. The principle of rational application of ammonium bicarbonate is to keep away from soil and water and to emphasize deep thinking. Ammonium bicarbonate is suitable for all kinds of crops and soil and can be used as base fertilizer and top dressing fertilizer, but not as seed fertilizer. 3. Ammonium chloride. White crystals containing 20% to 21% nitrogen are easily soluble in water with little hygroscopicity and stable properties at room temperature. Long-term application will cause the soil to turn sour and harden. It can be used as base fertilizer, top dressing fertilizer, and seed fertilizer, and is suitable for various crops. The principle is that deep application of compound soil should be combined with lime application on acid soil. 4. Ammonium chloride. White crystals with nitrogen content of 23% to 26% are easily soluble in water with low hygroscopicity and stable properties. Long-term application will cause soil acidification. It can be used as base fertilizer and top dressing, but not as seed fertilizer. Crops that avoid chlorine should not be applied. The principle of application is that deep application of compound soil should be combined with lime application on acid soil. 5. Calcium nitrate fertilizer. The main component is calcium nitrate, which contains 13% to 15% nitrogen. Generally, it is light gray or yellow particles, which are easy to lose with water. When the ventilation is poor, denitrification is easy to cause nitrogen loss. Application method. It is suitable for top dressing, not for base fertilizer and seed fertilizer, not for paddy fields and rainy seasons, and not for large amount of irrigation after application. Students, the above is the classification of nitrogen fertilizer and the characteristics and application methods of common nitrogen fertilizers. Have you mastered them? The low utilization rate of nitrogen fertilizer is a common problem at home and abroad. I hope students can rationally fertilize according to the characteristics of nitrogen fertilizer in the future production, reduce fertilizer loss, and improve fertilizer utilization rate. That's all for today's lesson. Thank you for